Cheers, thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, go on.
Many congratulations
Thank you.
on winning the double treble. Sum up that achievement.
Well, it's a historic day, obviously, for players and everyone that's here. You know, as a spectator or media, it's for the first time for it to have been achieved, and such a great footballing country, you know, with a whole raft of great players and managers. So for us to have done it and be the first team to have done it is, it's a real privilege and a real special day.
What did you make of the game?
I thought we made a good start. I thought that we could have been cleaner with our passing at times, but I thought we imposed ourselves on the game early on. I thought we coped well defensively with, you know, the direct ball. The two boys, Main and Bowman, a real handful for teams, and they've shown that, you know, in this competition and in the league. So I thought we dealt with that reasonably well, or better than reasonably well. But and then we started to open up the pitch with our passing. Then scored two brilliant goals. Like Callum's goal is, you know, to score that in a cup final, and again he's shown what a quality footballer he is. And then to get the second goal, it was well worked, moved the ball well, and a great strike by Ollie. So yeah, it was. I thought the dominant team won the game, but of course you always have to concentrate right the way through because, like I say, Motherwell have got some outstanding players.
Was it key not to give them anything as well, getting the fast start and not letting them settle into the game?
Yeah, I think that, you know, we went through a number of points in the last couple of days of how the game could work out. You know, we had a strategy in terms of if they started quickly or not. But like I say, it was a really imposing our game, and I thought the players did that very, very well.
Brendan, what does it mean for you personally to be the manager that's achieved this and led this team to this historic achievement?
It'll probably take time for me to you know, to enjoy it. I think you got to the end of a really long season. We've achieved, you know, 3 trophies, and like you say, creating history. So it's a real special feeling. My thoughts are more with the supporters, the players, all the staff, you know, the board that brought me in a couple of years ago. I'm so happy for them that they can really enjoy this, you know, this moment to create history. And for the supporters, you know, we can be nothing but inspired by the Celtic support, their commitment to us. Wherever we go, they're always there. And to give them, you know, a day like today and then an overall moment in history, that gives me the real satisfaction.
Is that something you had to stress to the players to make sure they savour this moment and enjoy what's going on around them?
Yeah, I think because this is a day that will last forever. You know, I said before the game that there's not too many days you're waking up in your life with a chance of creating history, and it's not going to be easy. It's going to be tough for us, but if we play how we can play, then we can create a memory that's going to last with supporters and everyone for the rest of their lives. So go out and take that opportunity, and they did that.
Brendan, once again, Callum McGregor has delivered in the good match. You mentioned it earlier on. Could you expand on why you think he's such an important player for this club?
Well, I think he's grown in confidence, and I think that because we play out of different systems in our game, he's tactically very, very good. So he understands football. You only need to tell Callum something once, and he gets it. And like I say, he has an eye for a goal. You know, you look at his record. He's a young player coming through, but now he comes into the first team, into the biggest games, and he produces. And his job is to create goals and score goals and press the game when he hasn't got it. And he does all of those things to a really high level consistently. So absolutely delighted for him off his right foot. Wonderful strike, and that then gave us the real good start in the game.
What do you do now? I mean, I don't mean tonight. I have an idea what you might be doing tonight, but in terms of next season, I mean, I guess another treble. You want to win everything.
Well, that's our idea. I think that I certainly need to push them even harder next season. There's no doubt about that. You know, they won't get too many pats on the back. That's for sure. This is our job. We're here to win. I think we can be better. You know, I think everyone recognised that this year was always going to be difficult for us on the back end of last season, Tom. But to still churn that out and have that spirit and mentality and produce really good performances when you need it, it's a real mark of the group. But we need to improve. We need to get better again. We dropped too many points this year, you know, especially at home. So there's lots for us to push towards next season. And then, like we say, we enter every competition to win. And that'll be the idea from the start of the season again.
You said this season, Brendan, that the challenge was stronger than last season. Do you expect the challenge next season to be stronger again, with Stephen coming in at Rangers and obviously Aberdeen, Hibs and teams like that improving again?
I just think as a whole it'll get better, you know. Stephen, you know, Robinson will be looking to improve Motherwell, and as will all the other teams. So but it's a really exciting league. It's a wonderful league to be involved in. You get so many honest players, some fantastic coaches that work tirelessly in their work, and like I say, I think it's great for Scottish football. It'll be another exciting season, I'm sure.
You said it would take a wee while for the achievement to sink in, but it's something that eluded Jockstein at Celtic, Sir Alex Ferguson at Aberdeen. It's, you know, there's been some great managers, as you said at the start, that this is eluded, so it must be something that's really quite special for you. Well, it is. I think that, you know, because there've been all different times and eras, you know, along the great history of the game up here. Certain teams have dominated, others haven't, and then it's flipped. But in all that time, it was never achieved. So I think my satisfaction again is for the club as a whole. You know, the joy that it'll give people tonight and during the off season, and then it'll all be quickly forgotten about, and we'll go again next year.
But Brendan, what does this team? What's the best thing of this team? What does it have that previous teams haven't?
I don't know. I can only talk about this team. I think what's, and it's why it's so difficult to do. You know, I think that when you come off the back of a really successful season, what we did last year, I think it's so easy to go soft and to go timid and not have quite the same aggression. And that was something I was very aware of from the very beginning of the season. You know, because I think for teams like ourselves, it's not so much the punches to the head and the body that stop you, it's the pats on the back. So we haven't given out too many of them, but we have to continue to work. So I think the spirit of the team is strong, the mentality of the team to improve and get better. I don't have players that don't want to be better every day, and that's clearly important. And like I say, we can never be satisfied. You know, in this cycle, this era that will be here for however long it is, we have to be hungry to succeed.
We know you drive them to maintain standards, Brendan, but what drives you?
Just being the very best I can be in my time here. It's a club, of course, I have an affinity with. I've a close bond with. I understand what the supporters want, and like I say, you want to be as successful as you possibly can. So the day comes whenever I get moved on from here, or vice versa, whatever happens, then at least I know I've given Celtic absolutely everything. And like I say, I suppose it goes back to my start point is development. I like to develop players individually. That consequently will improve teams, hopefully, and then with that you hope to be as successful as you can. So it's a constant thing for me, and I've always been like that. Okay, pleasure. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, cheers. Thanks.